Well, Satoru Gojo fans, here's the release of Gojo's past arc, is the 5th arc in Gege Akutami's Jujutsu Kaisen. In the anime adaptation, the arc is referred as Hidden Inventory. In this video, I will review all the interesting moments of this arc. There were 5 episodes in this arc, and they told about the past of Satoru Gojo and Geto Suguru. Before starting this review, I would like to ask you to put a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. This will motivate you to make new videos. At the beginning of the first episode, we were shown Geto Suguru contemplating what he was doing everything for, exorcising cursed spirits and so on. Then we were shown a house that became a haunted house, and people started disappearing there. That's why we decided to call specialists who know about it. And specifically, Mei and Iori Utahime came to this job. After examining the house, they realized that they see the same things. As it turns out, they hit a barrier. They decided that if they ran in different directions at top speed, the barrier would break. Eventually it did. Coming to their rescue are Satoru Gojo, Geto Suguru, and Ieri Shoko. They help them catch the cursed spirit. Next, Satoru Gojo, Geto Suguru, and Ieri Shoko return to the Magic Academy, and Gojo asks why they need to hide from ordinary people. Geto Suguru replies that people shouldn't see cursed spirits. Gojo says he's tired of defending. Geto Suguru says that magic is to protect the weak and control the strong. Here they wanted to fight, but teacher Yaga Masamichi called them to him. They have an assignment from Lord Tengen. They need to escort a girl and then get rid of her. This girl is also being hunted by another Q organization. The girl is needed for Tengen's rebirth. Next, Gojo and Geto are shown going after this girl. But at the same time, people from the Q organization come to her, and they start fighting for the girl. Also, at the end of the episode, we are shown Fushiguro Toji. That's the end of the first episode. At the beginning of the second episode, we were shown how Geto Suguru and Satoru Gojo stopped the people from the Q organization and saved Riko Amanai. In the next scene, we were shown Fushiguro Toji watching a boat race. He was asked, "Why are you on a mission?" He replied that he was waiting for Satoru Gojo to weaken a little. Toji was also asked how Megumi was doing. Toji said he didn't know such a person. When Riko Amanai woke up, she hit Satoru and asked who they were. She thought they were trying to kill her. Kuroi Misato explained to her that they wanted to help her. Riko said she was ready to merge with the Tengen, giving a funny speech. Riko needed to go to school, but everyone was against it, but Riko wanted to go there. Geto Suguru and Satoru Gojo have to do her bidding. Geto Suguru said let her go to school since her normal life will be over soon. Let her see her friends. At the school, Geto Suguru felt that Riko was in danger, and they went to her. Geto Suguru and Satoru Gojo decide to split up to find Riko. Fushiguro Toji learns that Satoru Gojo and Riko Amanai have not yet returned to the Magic Academy. But Toji is still waiting for Satoru to weaken, as Gojo is very strong. Suguru meets the mage on the way. The mage thought he could defeat Suguru, but Suguru easily defeats him. Satoru Gojo finds where Riko was and takes her away. On the way, they meet a mage who can make clones, but they couldn't hit Satoru because of his abilities. Satoru easily defeated this mage. The series ends with Kuroi being taken hostage and sent a picture of Riko. At the beginning of episode 3, Geto Suguru said it was his fault, since he left Kuroi Misato alone. Riko Amanai wants to go with them to rescue Kuroi since she didn't say goodbye to her. Satoru was against Riko going with them at first, but they had to take her along. After rescuing Kuroi, Satoru suggested that they rest a bit and go to the beach. Also, at one moment, we were shown a young Nanami Kento. Satoru gave some time for Riko to enjoy life. They went boating, went to the oceanarium. The next day, they went to the school barrier, but they were attacked by Fushiguro Toji and injured Satoru Gojo. When Satoru Gojo was young, he had met Fushiguro Toji before. Satoru Gojo told Geto to take Riko to the Tengen, and he would handle Toji himself. When Toji got out of Geto's trap, Toji had a different sword and a cursed spirit. Fushiguro said that all the past enemies were necessary to weaken Gojo. The fight between Satoru Gojo and Fushiguro Toji began. Toji was very fast, but Satoru was dodging with his magic attacks. Satoru realized that Toji had no magical power, so he couldn't track him. But he can track his cursed spirit. Satoru Gojo decides to destroy all the houses around him to find Fushiguro Toji. Toji lures Gojo into a trap and is able to approach him to strike him. Fushiguro Toji ends up killing Satoru Gojo. Next we are shown Geto and Riko heading towards the Tengen. Riko and Kuroi say goodbye as Kuroi can't go any further. Geto shows Riko where to go, but if she doesn't want to, she can choose not to go. Geto and Gojo have planned this from the beginning. Riko wants to walk back already, but Toji kills her. Geto is completely shocked by this, and he also learns of Satoru Gojo's death. Episode 4 begins with Geto Suguru directing his cursed spirits at Toji. Fushiguro Toji calmly dealt with them. Toji was able to go unnoticed because he reduced the cursed spirit, and Toji himself does not have cursed energy. Geto Suguru asked Toji where is Kuroi Misato now, to which he replied that she was most likely dead. Geto Suguru sent his cursed dragon at Toji, but Fushiguro calmly defeats him. Geto wanted to absorb Toji's cursed spirit, but was unable to. Toji delivers a series of blows to Geto Suguru, but doesn't kill him as the cursed spirits can come out of him. Next, Toji delivers Riko Amanai to the customer, and is paid for it. As Toji was leaving, he met Satoru Gojo, and was shocked by this. Satoru Gojo used the reverse curse technique. In order to kill Gojo, Toji had to then chop off his head. Fushiguro Toji started to attack Satoru, but Gojo dodged the attacks and used the red technique. Toji sensed that Gojo had somehow changed and was acting differently. Not a single attack was reaching Satoru Gojo. He was constantly dodging. Satoru Gojo was very upset about Riko Amanai's death and regretted that he couldn't do anything. Satoru activated the purple technique and landed a powerful blow on Fushiguro Toji. Toji lost to Satoru. Before he died, Toji revealed that his son Megumi would be sold to the Zenin family in 2-3 years. At the end of the episode, we were shown how Satoru Gojo and Geto Suguru took Riko Amanai's body. At the beginning of episode 5, we were shown how Gojo and Geto returned to the Magic Academy. After the battle with Toji, Gojo continued to train and became stronger and stronger. Satoru Gojo started going on most of his missions alone. Geto Suguru was constantly alone. Suguru lost the purpose in his life. He didn't know why he was doing everything. Geto Suguru, while talking to Tsukumo Yuki, brought up the idea of killing all the ordinary people and leaving only the mages to make all the curses disappear. Yuhaibara dies in one of the mission. Geto Suguru and Nanami Kento were very upset. Suguru assumed that at the end of his journey as a mage, all of his friends would die. On one mission, Geto Suguru realized how evil ordinary people are and killed over 100 civilians in one night. He was expelled from the Magic Academy and became known as the worst of all curse masters. Satoru Gojo was in complete shock. He couldn't believe that Suguru could kill ordinary people. Ieri Shoko met Geto and called Satoru and told him where Suguru was. Satoru Gojo met Geto and asked him why he did it. Geto Suguru said that now he has his own purpose and no one will stop him. Gojo was very upset. At the end of the episode, Satoru Gojo met with Fushiguro Megumi and told him that the Zenin family wanted to take him in. Megumi asked if Tsumiki would be okay. Satoru said no. Satoru Gojo wished Megumi good luck and said he would help him. This is the end of the Hidden Inventory arc. I decided to give this arc a rating of 9 out of 10. In this arc, we are shown a young Satoru Gojo, the story of Suguru Geto and Fushiguro Toji. That concludes this review. Thank you all for watching and being active on the channel. Until the next video.